Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. If you've been following me on Instagram and Twitter, you may know that I've been eagerly anticipating the release of It Chapter 2 because It by Stephen King is my absolute favorite book of all time, and I really loved the first part of this that came out in 2017. Well, It Chapter 2 is now in theaters and we have to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Now, before we get too far, don't forget to click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so It Chapter 2. It's been 27 years since the members of the Losers Club battled Pennywise the Dancing Clown. As kids, they made an oath to return to Derry if Pennywise were to start his reign of terror all over again. They're now adults and have really put their past traumas behind them. They're called back to Derry unexpectedly, only to realize too soon the horrors that await them there. Memories from their childhood resurface as they face their fears head-on in order to move forward and take down Pennywise once and for all. It stars Jessica Chastain, James McAvoy, Bill Hader, and Isaiah Mustafa as some of the losers as adults. Bill Skarsgård is back as Pennywise, as well as the young cast from the first film. Director Andy Muschietti is also back. Now, this isn't your standard cash grab horror sequel, as was always planned for a Chapter 2, as it encompasses the other half of Stephen King's epic novel. In the book, we go back and forth continually between the two timelines. And I really do think that fans of the book should be pleased, as it captures the emotional weight, the horror, and the terror of childhood trauma and how it manifests into adulthood. King's novel comes with some pretty lofty concepts and a supernatural ending, which this film daringly attempts. It's also an improvement on the TV miniseries with Tim Curry that also featured the Adult Losers Club. Now, this film opens with a hate crime and the murder of a young gay man, which King included in his novel, and unfortunately feels timelier than ever in 2019, which is why this movie and its themes are so important. Now, it does come with a runtime of 2 hours and 49 minutes, but in my opinion, it didn't really feel overly long, maybe because I know how long the book is. But I think 2019 audiences may get antsy. Each of our losers is given equal importance, which inevitably adds to the runtime, as it constantly flashes back and forth to their childhood scars and trauma. Some of these are flashbacks to the first film, and some of them are new scenes filmed with the child actors who we met in that first film. Now, the casting of the adults is perfect, as they actually capture the spirit and the essence of the kid actors. Some of the characters have grown up, like Bill and Beverly, while Richie and Eddie fall right back into their childlike ways now that they're together again. As Richie Trashmouth Tozier, Bill Hader stands out and continues to prove that he's a strong post-Saturday Night Live career. Gary Dauberman's script enriches his character the most from King's source material. Bill Skarsgård continues to just frighten as Pennywise. I think that this film is at its scariest when we get to see Bill Skarsgård contort his face and physicalize Pennywise as his clown form versus the other forms that Pennywise takes on, which have utilized CG. I don't find a CGI'd villain all that scary. I think that you'll feel and run a gamut of emotions. It's legitimately scary. You'll laugh at Bill Hader's sassy comebacks, and you may even shed a tear at the very emotional ending. The length and its bonkers far out there ending may deter an audience going in for just easy, cheap scares. It Chapter 2 is not an easy movie to sit through, but it's rich and emotionally satisfying, especially for someone that really loves the book. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have a new review of Brittany Runs a Marathon, which I really would love everyone to go see. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip. And then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews as well as information on a Stanley Kubrick retrospective that's now going on at the Alamo Drafthouse. Thank you so much for watching Paul's Trip to the Movies.